is one of the best seasons in the garden and you don't want to miss out. So in this video, I'm going to give you 10 plus crops you need to plant in July for an amazing fall harvest. The first crop is one that must go in your fall garden, and that crop is kale. To plant my kale, I'm just going to be direct sowing mine. So I'm going to first start by smoothing out the surface of the soil. And then you'll want to take some kale seeds and scatter it over the surface of the soil. The next is to lightly brush the soil so that the seeds get covered by soil. The next crop you need to plant in July is to keep the salad bowl full, and that crop is lettuce. Now the biggest challenge with growing lettuce in the summer is that it tends to bolt and flower, and then after the leaves really start to get extremely bitter. So you want to make sure that you're planting your lettuce in a shady area, or you could also create your own shade, which is what I'm doing here with these bed sheets, which I'm testing out to see if it'll help stop my lettuce from bolting and reduce heat stress. To plant your lettuce, you're first going to take a pot and fill it up with some soil. Then with your lettuce seeds, I'm planting here a romaine lettuce type. I'm going to take my seeds and sprinkle it over the soil. After, you want to take some more soil and I'm going to use it to cover the seeds with a thin layer. And when it germinates in 3 days, you want to give it some light. Peas takes approximately 70 days to grow, so if you want to get a good harvest, then right now is the time you want to plant some peas. Now, because pea seeds are dry, they can take very long to germinate. And since time is precious, we will want to help speed up the germination. To do that, take a glass of water and soak your peas in it. After, you'll want to drain your water from your peas that have been soaking. And you want to plant the peas about every 2 to 4 inches apart, and the sowing depth for planting peas is around ½ inch. Now, once your peas come up, you want to make sure to protect them so they don't get eaten, especially from birds. Tweaker's out here, and it's a hot day, so we're now in some shade. Make sure you guys pack a like emoji or a salad green emoji in the comments for Tweaker if you like seeing her in our videos. There you go. Carrots takes around 70 to 75 days to grow, so right now you could plant some carrots. Now, a lot of people say that starting carrot seeds is tricky, but there's a secret trick that you could do that will help give you a better germination when you plant carrots. To plant your carrots, you're first going to want to just level out your surface of the soil and remove any big clumps that you may see. Then next is we're going to water our bed. That way the soil will be moist. With your carrot seeds, you'll want to take some of it. And one tip is not to take a lot of carrot seeds. Take less than you actually think you'll need to plant. And you'll want to scatter it over the surface of the bed. And once you have your carrot seeds scattered, I'm just going to water it another time. And then the secret to getting a good carrot germination is to take a kitchen sifter, and I'm going to take some of the soil and I'm going to sprinkle a very fine layer of soil over the seeds. Now this next part is very important because of all the summer heat. You want to take a board and use it to cover your carrot seeds. The boards keep the soil cooler for the seeds and prevent the soil from totally drying out. Spinach is a green, and it is a crop that don't like the heat, so it wouldn't germinate well. But I also have a trick for you for this one that will help you get your spinach germinated. You first want to plant a variety of spinach that does well in the heat. One that has worked really well for us is the Emily F1 spinach. We grew this variety in full sun and it didn't even bolt or flower. It kept putting out nice and tender leaves. This year, I can't get any more of the spinach seeds, and this packet is currently finished, so I'm going to be planting a different variety of spinach. I'm going to be planting this Bloomsdale's long-standing spinach. Now, the trick for planting spinach is you want to take your paper towel and get it very nice and moist. So I'm going to dip it in the water and wring out as much of the water as possible. Then you'll want to take your spinach seeds and place them on your paper towel, and you want to try and space it apart as much as you can, the seeds. And you'll want to take a container or a Ziploc bag to put your seeds in. Now, with this container, you'll want to put it in your fridge. The cool temperature of the fridge tricks the spinach into thinking that it's been through winter, and after 4 days, you could take it out and they'll start sprouting. Now, if you didn't know, we made a gardening journal, and this is it here. It helps you plan out your garden and is great for taking notes. If you buy this journal, your purchase goes towards this channel and the creation of future content. Link will be in the description. Thank you very much. You could start broccoli and cauliflower now in July, and you will get an early fall harvest by early September or early October. 2 varieties you could plant. One for broccoli is the Imperial Hybrid Broccoli, which is supposed to produce a bigger head. And for a cauliflower, you could plant the D. Jesse cauliflower. I have my soil pre-moistened, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make little holes in each of the cells. And then you're going to plant 1 to 2 seeds in the holes that you just made. Now I'm going to do the same for my cauliflower. Then with some more potting soil, you want to add a thin layer of seeds on top. In 3 to 7 days, the broccoli seeds will come up, and you want to put them where they can get lots of light. Cabbage takes 2 to 4 months from seed to harvest, so this is one of the crops that you must plant right away. This Glory of Incaution cabbage is a cabbage that has produced very well for us and produced lots of big head. My growing season is very short, so I'm going to plant the early Jersey Wakefield cabbage instead. As for how to plant cabbage, you want to plant them in the same way as you do your cauliflower and broccoli. For this next crop, it grows best when the daylight hours are long, but you can still plant them this month. You could plant onions this month if you plant them from onion sets. An onion set is basically a mini version of an onion that will grow into a full-size onion, but they do that much faster than if you plant onions from seed. I already had some onions planted in this bed, but since there's an empty gap, I'm going to be planting it with onion sets. To plant your onion sets, you want to make rows that are 6 inches across in both directions. Then after, I like to make holes in the center of where the lines meet and plant my onion sets there. And then once you finish planting your onion sets, make sure you give them a good water in. The next crop you could sow this month is one of the easiest to grow, and you'll be able to get a harvest within 50 to 60 days. That crop is zucchini. To plant your zucchini, the first step is that you want to create a mound in your soil. Your mound should be about 16 to 18 inches in diameter. And then with your mound, you want to create 4 holes and plant 4 zucchinis at the top of it. Now, for me, I'm not actually going to be planting 4 because I already have some zucchinis in other parts of my garden and some that I have in pots already. So I'm only going to be planting about 2 in this mound. I want 1 zucchini, but I'm going to be planting 2 because 1 might not germinate, so I have the extra for just in case as a backup. Now these are zucchinis that I started a few weeks ago, and when your zucchini reach around this size, you'll want to choose one that'll stay in the original mound and dig up the other tree to plant in other areas of your garden. Zucchini take a lot of space to grow, so you want to make sure to space them apart 2 feet. The next crop is easy to grow. It's very good for snacking on in the garden, and it can also be turned into pickles. That crop is cucumbers. Cucumbers takes 50 to 70 days to harvest, so they're great for planting this month. Even if you have cucumber plants like me, you should still start some more cucumbers this month because your old cucumber plants will start to slow down in production. To start them, you could either direct show them to where you're going to plant them, or you could start them in seedling cell trays, which is what I like doing. I got my cucumber seeds and I'm going to take them and I'm gonna plant 1 to 2 seeds in each cell. After is to cover the cucumber seeds back, and then you want to water them in. Once your cucumbers are up and they've grown a little bit, like these cucumbers that I have here, you want to pot them up into a bigger pot so they can continue to grow. The next crop you could still plant in July is beans. They take about 60 to 70 days to harvest, so you want to plant them right now. For me, I could try planting some beans, but they won't really be able to produce for that long in my growing season, and I might still try planting some, but you can plant beans as long as you're living in zone 5 or above. The bean that I recommend growing if you're going to plant beans is the Blue Lake pole bean. This bean produced so many beans for us last year when we grew it that every day or every few days we had to go out with huge big bowls to harvest off the beans that were coming from them. Now we talked about growing onions from onion sets, but it's important that you plant them the right way. So check out this video where we show you the exact method for planting onions that will get you bigger bulbs. I was trying to film this thing earlier and she didn't really want to eat her green because she was so hot. Tweak her.